With the smoky haze lifted, South Kelowna residents saw the Okanagan Mountain Park fire.
Firestorm, a blazing inferno that, like its attack the night before.
Fire department called it the day from hell.
You knew that there was nothing we could do. It was tinder dry.
So they didn't just catch fire and burn, they vaporized.
You could see the trees candling, just exploding. You couldn't see the sun.
He says, I'm watching it, it's coming, start packing.
Felt like we were running for our lives.
It was a great summer, beautiful summer. Hot, sunny, no rain, just, perfect vacationing weather.
The first fire started, and that was north of here.
For the first 24 hours, they actually had it under control. And then they said, well, it's under control, we don't have to worry about it. And the wind shifted, and all Hades broke loose.
When it happened, it was a very frightening experience. We were literally trying to get out of the neighborhood. It felt like we were running for our lives.
It was almost a mind block. You're looking at things, what do you take? What is important? And
you weren't thinking in a calm, rational way. You just weren't processing. In our haste, the suitcase that had my daughter's baby book, a book my dad had written, was left, and a suitcase full of dirty towels was grabbed.
we ended up getting down the hill and we got to the center. From there, I was standing in the parking lot from down in town, and you could see what they call candling, was these huge explosions of these trees blowing up. It was very devastating to watch that.
We've had the good fortune to be successful in our own careers and in our livelihood, and that we've always been able to be self-sufficient, and it was suddenly like, where do you turn? How do you start?
This was one of Kelowna's nicest neighborhoods, fine homes on large lots. Today, it is a hideously pockmarked ghost town. The people are gone, and for many, so too are their homes and belongings.
At that point, we were into 40,000 people having been evacuated, and knowing that there was in the hundreds of houses at that moment had been burning. We were going to need a warehouse, somewhere that would be central in Kelowna, that we could take and distribute clothing and goods. And so they started bringing the stuff over. I got trucks and started bringing those things over to the distribution center. Within 48 hours, we were operational.
When we went there, the lady at the intake said, "Oh, you're so late in coming." And I thought, "Oh, we're too late. We shouldn't even be here asking for anything." And she went, "Oh, you're so late in coming. We've been waiting for you." And it was just like, oh my gosh. And so she said, "Now you take this grocery cart and you push it around and you just take things." And I just went over to the food section and took a can of beans, and she came up and she went, "Oh, no, you take things. You have to take several cans of things," which of course, I still to tell the story is, it touches your heart.
There was every walk of life, people that would come in the door and they'd look around and they'd say, "I don't know what I want."
For people who had lost everything, just go out to the back and they've got all brand new stuff for you. And I just overcome, and I just started crying, and one of the ladies just came up and hugged me, and it was just amazing. I've never been through anything like that.
Suddenly, there you are standing in an emergency center, and you don't have a toothbrush, and somebody's saying, "You come with us, take us out to the back," and very discreetly, huge tents set up with all these tables with toiletries and razors, and because you're kind of traumatized, they touch you and say, come and help yourself, take what you want. And it's a whole different paradigm to not have and to take.
You always hear of disasters, and you always think how you would like to help somebody in that, all those poor people, and then all of a sudden you're one of the poor people that everybody's, and to have to be the receiver of that kind of stuff it has been very, very emotional and heartwarming.
There was 238 homes burned, and we helped 139 of those people.
If this hadn't been available to us, I don't know, it would have been a really long and very hard process to sort of get back on our feet. So the fact that we had ADRA to fall back on was amazing.
So many kindnesses that things found us through a plan that could only be God's plan.
It's nice to know that somebody is prepared and there for others. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you very much.